Hey, it's the Daily Dose. Today is Tuesday. Let me read to you the verses that I read to you yesterday, just by quick review. James chapter 5, beginning in verse 1. Now listen, you rich people, weep and wail because of the misery that is coming on you. Your wealth has rotted, and moths have eaten your clothes. Verse 3. Our gold and silver are corroded. Their corrosion will testify against you and eat your flesh like fire. You have hoarded wealth in the last days. So the question that I posed to you yesterday is, who owns what? Do you own your stuff, or does your stuff own you? See, what was revealed to the first Christians in the first century, where James was writing to brothers and sisters scattered, I think really applies to us in that we can become selfish and self-centered and self-absorbed when it comes to our possessions. So what frees us from selfishness? It's obedience to God when we steward what He has given to us. And here's the number one practice, the central practice in releasing you and me from selfishness around our possessions. It's called the tithe. The tithe releases us from a sense of hoarding and selfishness because it puts God in His proper position. Listen, friends, we tithe because we worship God. We don't give to get from God. We don't give because we're trying to bargain with God, or we're trying to have the windows of heaven open up on us. Those are promises, but those aren't the primary reason we give. We give because we want to worship God, and we want to say, I love you, and I love you so much that I don't want the things in my life to pull my affection away from you. So what's the tithe? The tithe is 10%. So whatever you earn when it comes to the resources from your job, or whatever it is, you say, God, that first 10% right off the top, it belongs to you. I'm returning it to you because you are the owner of everything. Now, I know Tuesday morning you're waking up and you're like, really, Adam? Really? We're going to talk about tithing? No, we're not talking about tithing today. What we're talking about is worship. We're talking about releasing your heart from the affections of the things of this world and keeping God at His proper place when it comes to our stuff. Listen, if I didn't love you, I wouldn't share this with you. And over the course of my life, this is something that's been foundational for me because this is something that my parents taught me. And so this is something that's found in Scripture, and it's something that I want to pass on to you. So here's my challenge. Are you tithing? Have you investigated this practice? Why or why not? What are you holding on to you, and what's stopping you? If debt's stopping you, Financial Peace University. If pride or selfishness is stopping you, then that's a heart issue that you start somewhere in your giving and worship to God. I love you, and I'll see you tomorrow on the Daily Dose.